Hello, everyone. Hello, happy Friday to you all, and welcome, Ginger, my
Friday. Oh my
lovely.
gosh. Welcome. I almost forgot. It's Friday.
It is Friday. What time is it with you at the
It's
moment?
2 o'clock. 2:01.
Okay, it's 7 p.m. in the
Okay.
evening here in the UK.
Yeah.
Lovely
Yeah.
sunny day. So it's lovely spending my Friday evening with you and everybody else in chat.
I am so happy. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, well, I just love spending time with
Always love
you.
it.
Just
I
love
was just gonna
spending.
say.
It's a nice way to start the weekend. I feel you have such a lovely energy, and it's
Oh,
just
as you do.
loving the compliments.
I know. He's so handsome. He's lovely, delightful, enlightening. It is Richie.
I love that. I need to save that as a kind of introduction. I love it. Thank you so much. Especially at,
Oh,
especially at the end of a week. We've both been busy. We were talking backstage. We're both in
yeah. Yeah.
education, and it's that time of the year where it's just, literally dragging yourself into work sometimes to get through
Yeah.
it all. But
Yeah.
it's lovely
Give me
spending.
that brown paper bag. Brown paper bag in a bubble bath. I'll be happy.
Well, all my colleagues say, right, I'm going to go home and have a glass of wine and just get through. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go and do some meditation, or I'm going to go and read something and have a nice herbal tea. And then I was like,
I
but anyway,
can't do wine. I mean, wine. No, it's just. Well, one day, somebody asked me, "Why don't you like wine?" And I was in my 20s, I think, and I said, "Well, it tastes like fermented fruit." And she's like, "Ginger, that is what wine is." I'm like, "Why would anybody drink fermented fruit? Just pop that moldy grape in your mouth and be done with it already."
I love it. I love it. Well, welcome to everyone. Should we say hello to a few people?
Yes.
Let's have a look who's in chat. There's lots of lovely comments. If you are watching from afar and not commenting, or watching back, hello. Or she was here. Hello, my lovely. It's good to see you here.
We
Popped
need
in
to
to
get
say hello.
home.
Can't stay, but lovely to see you here. And Carl is here. Hello, Carl. Hi to everyone. It's your first time here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, welcome. Please like
Donna
and
is,
subscribe.
yeah, please like and subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't done so already.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
free, it's
It is
fun,
free.
and it
It's
makes us
fun.
happy.
It does. It does.
Donna
No
is here.
matter, I'll have to say, no matter, hi Donna, by the way, no matter how my day has been, when I come up here, I raise my vibrational energy high and happy. And soon as that go button, I am not that same person that sat down.
Oh.
I love it. I love it. It's what would they say? This, I guess, this is my drug.
This is absolutely. It's not. It does raise your energy the moment you hit that go button, doesn't it? I would, recommend it to people if you feel
We
brave.
have such a wonderful community. Yeah. But hi, Donna. I haven't seen you in a while.
Saying hi. She's listening from a hospital
Oh,
bed.
no.
I hope you're okay, my lovely. We're
dear.
sending you lots of healing and
Many blessings.
lovely that we can
Home
spend.
soon. Get home soon in your own bed.
Absolutely. And Carl says, everyone says, I hope you're doing well. Maruta is here. Hi, Maruta.
Hello,
Good to see you.
Marita.
And Philippa is here. Hello, Philippa. Hello to all you lovely people. Amrita is here as well. Hello, Amrita. Lovely to see you.
Hello.
And Hypnicity is here. Hello, give a wave to Hypnicity. Ange is here as well. Hello, Ange. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Lots of lovely, familiar, friendly people. Wonderful. We're going to have a lovely time. He is here. Start of a nice long weekend. We have a bank holiday weekend here. So a lot of people are off work don't go back till Tuesday. So fingers crossed the weather's going to be good for everybody. That'd be nice.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie is here. Hi, Jackie. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing very well. Flowing is here. Right, Carl, good point. I'm going to put up in a minute what we're going to be doing. So just hang on there and I'll give you the details in a second. And
Simpson.
there we go. Maruta, your normal
Thank you,
wonderful self.
Thank you.
So thank you. Everyone
Yeah,
saying
we
hello.
are solely on Richie's channel today. I put the word out to come on over, so
That's so kind. You have lots of lovely followers. So any follower of yours I'd have pleasure to have as a follower.
yes. So obviously they must be subscribed now, right? Do you put the subscribers only button on?
No, I don't normally do. I can't remember. No, normally.
All right. Well, anybody who's my friend that came over and is on Richie's channel for the first time, please do him a blessing. Subscribe, like. He does wonderful readings, wonderful shows, has beautiful, beautiful guests, and it would be beloved. Let's expand.
Let's get those subscriber counts up.
Yeah.
Rossie's here. Hi, Rossie. Hey, good to see you here. Hope I'm not missing anyone out. Don't think so. It's hip surgery, so sending you all the very best there. So, hope you're up and moving around painlessly soon. Anyone else in here? Everyone's waving. Lots. And Beth is here. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth.
Do you hear anyone else? I think that's everyone.
Jamie just popped in.
Oh, yeah. Hi, and Jamie says hello. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you here. Are you on your lunch break? And if so, what are you eating your sandwich? That would be nice. And Donna says, "Yeah, ever stops being okay, Carl? Then find a good set." Oh, talking about hips and replacements there and bits and bits. Sending everyone you love them. Right. The important bit, I have to do this bit. So, right, we are doing readings today. And along the bottom, I think it's UK law I have to do this, but it's quite nice just to say it anyway. The bits that we're going to do, so they're for entertainment purposes only. We won't be reading for health, for financial or for legal matters. Leave that in the hands of the professionals. If you would like a reading, and we haven't got a particular theme today, Ginger and I are just freestyling. I think that's probably the best way we could say it. So if you have a particular topic you would like us to pull some cards for, we can do that. If you'd like a general reading, we can do that. If you'd like a sort of summer forecast or a monthly forecast, we can do that for you. So just put in capitals if you'd like a reading, and if there's anything specific. If not, just put a general read and we will do that one for you. So that is the plan for today. I'm going to leave that going along the bottom there. Let's just see what's happened to anyone else that's in. If you are just watching, hello to you.
Either Mark Laws here or Mercury retrograde. My internet keeps popping in and out, but
it's all happening.
We'll go with the flow.
Also, full moon was the full moon yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes.
That full moons destroy me. I have to be honest. I
don't sleep well. When it's
no. So I always think that I should be going out doing all the wonderful things that people on TikTok tell you should do at full moons. And quite frankly, particularly if it's in the middle of a week, all I want to do is go to bed and wake up when it's waxing or waning or doing something like that. So there we go. So there we go. Rossi is showing the way there. Have a general read for June. Got you starred. You're going in our lovely pile of people.
Love it.
We've got a few people will make a start there. Ange, I've got you as well. So if anybody else would like a general read or a reading for June, absolutely, we can do that one for you. Did you celebrate Beltane? I can't remember if you do the Sabbats.
Not ritualistically, which I'd like to get into, but did I do a live with someone? I know we celebrated some energies, so I would like to. But that's something I might do. Might need to do a live on that. Maybe you would like to join to learn more about those seasons.
I love that. I'm fascinated by them, and I'm thinking of rewriting them as well because overachieving, as Gerald would say. I want to make mine a bit more personal to myself.
Okay. Maybe
So
we can do something like that. Personalize your seasons.
personalize your Sabbats,
There
absolutely.
you go.
Yeah.
Sabbats.
Flowing says the full moon has me very mellow. Is that another word for being tired and exhausted? Because it does it for me. Beth says my daughter got rushed into hospital for some postpartum complication, and there was a massive fun. All it was no sick. Sending you lots of love back to you.
Oh my gosh, Beth. I hope she's okay now.
Yeah, sending you all the best there.
Well, maybe that thunderstorm will get more energy popping and accelerate that healing for her.
Yeah. I'm just catching up on people. Hi, Ness. Good to see you here. I think we've got a few people. I'm just going to go through who I've got starred at the moment, and then we've got time perhaps to put some more in. So Rossi.
Ness did put in a question. I don't know if you got that.
Kathy and Ness, I've got starred 5 people at the moment. So if there's anybody else who would like a free reading of us, do let me know.
Carl's got a long question. What's up?
Carl has got a massive long question, and I need to do another one. Right, we'll do that one. I'll pop you in the pile, and then we'll come back to that one a little bit later. And Donna says I have to be on those 2. Oh, over anticoagulants, I think that was there. So sending you lots of love. Jackie, I did get you, but I'll make sure I start you again, so I'll put you in twice. And Kathy says, there you go, explains everything. Mercury retrograde, solar flares, the lot. Right. Do you want to just talk about the deck you're going to use today?
Oh, sure.
What the show and tell moment.
Yeah, I don't have the box with me right now, but it's a French deck.
Ooh la la.
Yes. So I have had to kind of do a little French lessons here to read some of them. But this deck wouldn't be if I saw it first, not my go-to. And I watched a walkthrough, and every time she pulled another card, I'm like, this is magical. This is Fae energy. I'm not a pastel person, but it's enough of an earth tone pastel. And the messages I get from it are absolutely amazing. It's I can see the box from here. It's an odd name, but the English version is called the Strange Antlers. And I found it off of I found it on Amazon. And it's now one of my top favorite decks to use in readings.
I'm sure somebody might be looking it up on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
Might be putting it in the link. I'm sure one of the lovely mods might.
Yeah. Let me go get them. You have to see the box.
I'll go and talk about my decks for a little while. So I'm using a new deck that I haven't done reading with yet. Lord only knows what might happen. But I'm going to line it up so I get my eye in there. There we go. Using the Ehrenberg Tarot, so that's exciting. First one out. And I'm using my White Fly, but I'm also using the new Oracle deck that goes with it, the Animal Oracle deck. Familiar Spirits. So I'm looking forward to looking at those combinations, how they come out today. So there we go. I'm just checking I haven't missed anyone off. I think I've got everyone. Lovely.
The box.
Oh.
And it's Le Tarot au Ramour Arranges. That was so horrible, but English translation, Strange Antlers Tarot.
I love you trying to read French. I love it. I think you should do everything like that. It was very soft and romantic. It was like I was in Paris sipping wine along the Seine then for a moment.
Yeah, at the comedy show maybe. But,
that's
but I made me little notes so that I can remember, what the I know the numbers pretty much by heart now, but it's the the goddess, and there's a couple different instead of see, now I'm forgetting again already. It's been a couple days since it's been a while. But yeah, I love it. I love it. I get the most wonderful readings. Yeah. And then for Oracle, I love using earth-based decks with that one. So I'll have the Stephanie Rose, I think it's Thistledown. There's lots a new one coming out. I did splurge and pre-order the new one, the new tarot.
Why not?
I wasn't going to, but I'm thinking, oh, what a wonderful story to do live readings with. It's walking into the whispering woods and happening upon the cottage and the Fae energy and the mind, it's so, I just went through this whole magical thing and I'm like, okay, now I have to have it.
That's beautiful.
Hey, Red.
Hi everyone, Red's just popping by. Good to see you. There's a lot of love there for your French that Jackie wants some more, please, she says there.
Oh my goodness. I should put it into translator and have them say it for me.
So is the guidebook in French, or did you say it's also got...
The guidebook is in French, so I'm reading it totally by channeling the images. So maybe that's what I should do this summer, translate it into English.
But isn't that a nice way of doing it? You don't kind of... You're not necessarily going from the guidebook. You're simply going with your intuition and your reaction to it. And that's a really pure way of doing a reading and not having to perhaps be tempted to look in a book.
Right.
I can't see what happens.
But I would love to know their story, So. Oh,
and says, you have just reminded me to put my order in for the Heartwood Tarot.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Heartwood Tarot. I just had to.
And if my friend Gerald was here, he'd say purchase responsibly, wouldn't he?
He would.
Hi, Heavenly Blessed Honey. Good to see you here. And hello, anyone who's
loving your name.
Lurking. Right, shall we get this reading going? We're going to go with Rossi. Rossi would like a general for June, please. So we haven't got any, as I said earlier, any set agendas to positions or spreads. We're just going to pull some cards and take different aspects of it. So we might end up with the same kind of ideas, or we might do separate stuff. So we're freestyling today.
We do end up in sync after a couple readings, so I love that.
Absolutely. Right. If you pull before me and you want to go first, absolutely go first. You don't have to wait for me on this one.
All right.
And because there's two of us today, we might pull more than one card because we've got a lot of tarot decks between us. So
oh, all right. June energy for Rossi.
Feel free to make tarot reader noises if you want to. Lots of sucking of teeth. Oh, that's interesting.
I used to make fun of people when I was watching them before I got my channel, going, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm like, how silly is that? And now I'm going, ooh. I caught myself doing it myself. Lots of oohs and ahs.
Lots of oohs and ahs, please.
I think we get just as excited to read for the person as the person themselves getting that reading. All right,
All right. Okay.
All right. Sip, sip first.
Sip, sip first.
All right. I think I'm ready.
You go for it then.
Okay. Uh, I'm just this. Okay. I'm There is some nudity in here, but it's very gracefully done, and I don't think I have to actually hide things. But
We're not offended. If you are offended,
this is
please
fake.
explain them.
Well, someone thought that this deck may have got them a red flag on YouTube once, but
Oh,
very gracefully done. No, I can't see. Okay, L'Amoureux. Okay, this, I'm just going to go in this picture, energy for June. Oh my gosh, if you could just go out to a field of wildflowers and just lay down and daydream and just feel that breeze caressing your skin, cleansing your aura, enjoying that sun shining on your face, getting that beautiful solar um, nutrition, and enjoying the flowers. I mean, this is just loving who you are and where you are in the moment. And so that's what I'm getting for this card. And I'm just loving that.
lovely.
And then we have here, interesting. So I believe La Force, but I think this is strength. Eight is strength. Eight is strength, right? I'm
That's right.
getting all
Yeah.
it.
The force is
This is
strength.
so interesting because instead of the lion or an animal pulling on the strength, she's placing her hand in this pond within her image of herself. And it's like she's drawing out her own inner strength, drawing upon her own inner beauty. We forget to just love ourselves, and we might not feel beautiful on the outside as much of us do, but I just know for me, I'll speak for me. I'm not happy with my image, outer image. I've let myself go, but I just do think this is going to sound conceited. I have come to terms that I am a beautiful person. I'm a beautiful soul. And that shines. And that also, look, the ripple effect. When
Mm,
you feel beautiful inside, when you're raising your vibrational energy, it just ripple effects out and everybody else feels it too. And so, meaning if you feel good about yourself, those who are around you will also feel good being around you, and then possibly start feeling good about themselves as well.
lovely.
So,
That's a beautiful
deep,
reading.
go
And
deep. There we go. Yeah. So, and then just
that,
I got the silver lining for you. So, silver linings out there. There's beautiful, beautiful energy in June coming your way. And so just trust the process. He's in the rays of the sunlight as well. Actually, this could be moonlight even. But yes.
we've been talking
Love
about
being
light.
you. All right, that's what I have for you, Rossi.
Lovely. Well, I've pulled some tarot and oracle cards from the white fly decks that I have, and now this is starting to make a little bit of sense with what you were saying, because I pulled two tarot cards came out and two oracle cards, and they match up beautifully and they make a wonderful square, and I'll explain in a moment. I pulled for the obstacle that may be happening in June, and you got the Eight of Swords. Now, I quite like this Eight of Swords because this speaks of not the incarceration or the entrapment that quite often the Eight of Swords has. This is a bit more freedom. This is the person conjuring or creating space within themselves, and if you like, making those swords collapse, make the bars that trap us slowly fall apart and disintegrate. And with the oracle card that I pulled, you have the horse, and if you can read underneath, look, it says galloping towards freedom. So it
Ooh.
feels like the obstacle that you have at the moment is allowing yourself to be released, and it's only you that can do that release on that one there. So I think those two tie together really beautifully. I'm hoping the camera is a bit bright. You can't quite read the statement under there, but you can see that we've got banners on here, like a finishing line that this horse has done. And then, so how to get over this obstacle? Again, a bit of synchronicity kicking in here. You've got the Knight of Cups. a very sensible, lovely, handsome Knight of Cups there. And again, the Oracle card that goes with it so well, you have Hippopotamus, and it's called the Master of Emotions. And isn't the Knight of Cups all about controlling your emotions and being in charge of them and working with them and knowing what emotions work well and which emotions perhaps need to be subdued a little bit there and not running away with too much emotions there. So that's the way to get through this unblocking or this freedom that I talked about just now. It's just get your emotions in control. And as we've already said, full moon energy often means that things can be heightened, things can be tiring, things can be a little bit stressful.
Yeah.
So just remember that in June. Keep your emotions, try and keep them under control, and you will have a very balanced time.
Beautiful cards there, Richie.
Beautiful cards. I'm loving how they're working here. I love it when you get an oracle deck and a tarot deck that work so well together. Rossi, thank you so much for allowing us to read for you and wishing you all the very best in June.
So, Richie, we had someone newer come in.
Oh, yes.
Wanting
a okay, I will star that one. So if we have time, we will do that one. I'm just going to catch a question, see if anyone else is here. Everyone's just being nice and lovely and welcoming to one. Donna says, "You are beautiful, Ginger."
They were making me blush.
Jonathan is here. Hello, Jonathan. Good to see you here. I'm just checking that anyone out. Oh, Rossi, there we go. Beautiful reading. Thank you there. And hello. Right, let's go on to the next one. Who is Ange? Lovely Ange is going to have a reading next. Again, a general one for June. Let's give those cards a good shuffle for Ange.
June's wonderful because that's my birthday month.
I've just been fortunate, as you can probably see behind me, to have had a birthday 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
When those northern lights were in the sky.
Did you get to see them?
Yes, they came. We went out and saw them. Took some beautiful photographs. Absolutely unbelievable.
We couldn't see the city lights.
Oh, we were lucky. There's quite some dark spaces around here.
I didn't even think about the city light. I should have gone out somewhere.
Well, it's one of those things. When we were looking just with our eyes, couldn't really see very much. There was a sense of something there, but it wasn't until you put the camera up that's when you noticed. It was all working, all beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Beth wants to know, what was your birthday? When was your birthday?
What was my birthday? When was my birthday? My birthday was the 12th. Let's have a look. I'm back into conversation. Oh, what day is your birthday again? 12th of May. 12th of May. I'm a typical Taurian. Well, it's all fun and games happening here because they called an election on Wednesday, so we've got 6 weeks now of campaigning, and then new parliament, and lots of new politicians. Lots of the old ones are standing down, so exciting times. But we have to go through the 6 weeks of campaigning and posting news about it. But it's quite an exciting time. I do like a general election.
Yeah.
What's happening? Right, Ange, message for June.
Ooh. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to make a start if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Right, Ange. Again, I've pulled 2 oracle cards and 2 tarot cards for you. I pulled you firstly the Page of Swords from the white fly there. This is an obstacle. This is perhaps moving too fast in your thoughts, completely overthinking stuff, or just firing off. As we know, the sword energy is always the fastest energy of any of the suits here, and the page is often having trouble to control that energy. Sometimes it's a bit of a firecracker state. So I pulled the oracle card with you, and you've got the wonderful sloth card here that's telling you to slow that energy down, calm it down, sit down, and don't overthink things. Don't push things on further than they are. You know, calm your inner child and excitement sometimes, because he can run away with emotions and come up with things that don't actually exist. A way forward, I have the Two of Swords for you, which again is a rather unusual card for a Two of Swords. This is based on a kind of hero, I suppose, on a rather large wolf there. So I don't think you've got that usual feeling of choice that you often get with the Two of Swords. This feels very much like the Strength card, and be in balance and be in control of yourself and your surroundings that are around you. Again, that slowing down process makes sense, and not to overthink stuff there. And you have the wonderful Dragon card for this one, which is the power of being. And I think that really works nicely with that card of being in control of yourself and your surroundings, and be true to yourself.
Beautiful cards.
Lovely. Over to you, my lovely.
Oh, dear Ange. Okay, so first one, my was all about June energy is celebrating the summer solstice coming up soon. Celebrating connections with those who are in alignment with your path, your purpose. So, gosh, if you could just get some friends and go out somewhere, get a bonfire going, and just do like a blessings ritual. What are you blessed for? Feeling blessed about, and or just sitting around chatting, really. But it just we're on the spiritual energy side here, so it's like there's a golden moon here as well. So I don't know, is there a blood moon coming up anytime over the summer, or did we pass that already? Anyways, these three beings are celebrating, in my mind, in the picture, their spiritual connections with each other, because they're holding up glasses, and there's these tree branches coming out. And for me, in this deck, anytime I see those, the antlers, the trees, they're all the connections to the divine energies around them. So they're celebrating this. And then was the Latour. There you go. You go, Richie. Yeah. So this is an amazing image to me, because instead of lightning striking this tree, I feel like this energy is bursting out of it. So in here, I'm going to say this is all about a sudden spiritual epiphany, and breaking the binds, and letting go this energy. Maybe that's what this celebration is about. Something that has happened that's extraordinary, an awakening. Some fantastic thing that is happening are coming your way in your life. And it may have been a little bit before that happened, something really restrictive, how you're feeling, or, closed in or something. And then out of nowhere, boom, some words from somebody, a situation. Just love this magical energy coming out of this tree for you. And then I end up pulling the tree spirit, strength, growth, and stability. So I think this really encompasses all those. The strength of the tree, the growth of the tree, and the stability of the tree. And then what's growing out of it is your spiritual truth, your spiritual awakening. So um, go out and hug a tree while you're at it. But definitely hug a tree and just picture the roots coming from your feet, intertwining with the tree's roots, going deep, grounding, and it's the best. I mean, sometimes I swear I can hear the heartbeat of the tree or it's breathing. So, yeah, so celebrate life this summer.
Time spent with trees is never wasted time.
There you go. Loving it. Loving it.
Thank you for that. Hello to everyone that's joining us. And thank you, Ange, for letting us read for you there. Thank you to those people putting our channels up to subscribe. Hello, Jenny. Welcome. I've seen your question. If we have time, we'll answer your question there. And Anne says, wow, thank you for fabulous reading. So there we go. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's have a sip first, everyone. Rehydrate. Okay. Up next is Jackie. Lovely Jackie.
Love to read for Jackie because she doesn't always ask. And so this is a blessing. She's so gracious in letting everybody ask. And so I just love it. Sometimes I'll make her. I'm like, you're getting a reading today, Jackie. Loving it.
Jackie is always incredibly kind with the community and always, as a lot of people are, but gives, is always there putting up channels and posts and stuff. And she makes the lives go so much easier as other people do who are moderators. So thank you to all the moderators in our channels because we really appreciate everything you do because you make it all seamlessly happen so much easier than when we're in front of the camera.
Like now I think she's trying to catch our attention. Heavenly Blessed Honey asked to change a question. So we'll get to that.
Let's have a little look. Yes, certainly can. Just pop it in capitals so that I can read it. So I can catch it, make it nice and big and bold. Beth says, yes, I'm a dishonor to the moderator wrench.
No.
No.
Okay, Jackie's June energy. Should we do a June energy?
June energy. Yep, I'll pop it back up.
Well.
Yeah.
Yes, June energy.
Okay, I'm going to go with it. I've pulled, I'm using the Ehrenberg Tarot for you, and I've got one of my favorite cards from this because it's really unusual. I've got the Knight of Pentacles for you, but in this card, the Knight hasn't got a sword, he's got a rake and he's riding through a lovely field of flowers or vegetables or vines, call them what you are. So there's a slow energy of appreciation happening this month for you, Jackie. I've also pulled the 10 of Wands for you again. So there's a sense here of slowness, of things taking its time. Let's wait for my camera to refocus. Things taking its time to develop. But it's almost like it's all there. A bit like this knight is ready to jump off his horse and start getting his crop in or start reaping the benefits that come from that there. You've been waiting a long time and time is beginning now to say, right, June is the time. You haven't got to wait much longer. Get yourself ready, get yourself prepared because things are happening. Things will be happening to you there. A lovely card that makes perfect sense with it as well. You've got Turtle, which is called Wise Stability. Again, it's suggesting that not rushing into things, for making sure everything is ripe and ready and prepared before you start harvesting, before you start tuning to what you need to do. Because I think once things start to happen, Jackie, it's going to be firing like fireworks and you're going to be busy doing lots of stuff. And I've got a lovely card. You've got the unicorn card, and it says otherworldly power. So it feels like the universe may be just waking up with you here, Jackie, and going, right, it's Jackie's time. Let's step that energy up. Let's start giving out some rewards. Let's start giving out those harvests. Let's making sure that everything that Jackie has put in is now starting to come into fruition. So embrace your inner unicorn. And I nearly made a horse noise then, and I'm not going to do one.
Oh, that's funny. All right, dear Jackie, I noticed she said something about tending to her garden, and I love this image that came up. So, is there room for a little wishing well in your garden? I think it would be a wonderful addition. This is de Pentacles. Maybe snort. Ace of Pentacles, English. Oh my gosh, so look at this. We got this wonderful, beautiful light coming out of this wishing well. So I feel like all these things that you've been wishing for and trying to manifest, I think June is the beginning of it all coming together for you. So I am loving this energy. It could just also be just this fantastical, as you're working out in your garden, you might actually see an orb, and it might come in disguise of just a reflection, but I think it would be actually an orb. So you may have a little bit of Fae energy helping you garden. And then we have the Soleil. The sun energy, right? Look at this. These two cards together right there. Oh my gosh. So that sun energy. So, coming out of the winter into the spring, into the summer, she's got that sun behind her. It's like you have all this energy and power that are propelling you forward, I think, along your spiritual journey here. Fire, I see, like it's almost like also like the Queen of Wands energy too, coming out. So it's time to awaken, I feel like, for you. And then I pulled Fawn, beginnings, willingness, and opportunity. So the summertime, I think, is about, oh, thank you, Rossi. I'm telling you, it's up there in my, if the house was burning, it would be one of the ones I'm taking.
I'm going to write this one down.
It's not my real aesthetic at first, and then the more I dive into it, the more I'm like, I don't know, melding into it. It's just the deck and I are becoming one. Oh, anyway, it's just Fae energy to me. It's got a lot of Fae energy. And speaking of Fae, we have the Fawn here. So again, with new beginnings, I think, I think the summer is going to be one of your best summers yet. New things happening for you, new beginnings. But this keyword of willingness, you have to be willing to go outside of the box, which meant your house. Go outside of the house, get you some sun, and it's going to open up a slew of opportunities for you. But I'm really feeling, that garden-y Fae energy is going to start. Something's going to happen, and I can't wait to find out what it is. So,
wonderful. Crack the barbecue open, Jackie. We're coming round.
My goodness. My goodness.
Thank you for that. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, Jackie, for allowing us to read for you there. We have, let's do that. Kathy is next, then Ness, then Carl, and then we will go through to the other people that have recently put their questions in there. So,
can I say something real quick? So
go for it.
I've been into, well, the school system, how it works. I've been transferred to another school. I had my choice of schools, and I was asking for a sign for this particular school. And when I asked for a sign, I picked something you're not going to see every day, and it was a turtle. And I've been seeing turtles everywhere. You pulled the turtle card, and we have tortoise shell moon here. I believe I've made the correct decision for my best and highest good.
Oh, that's nice to know. I love it when you get a little bit of affirmation.
Yeah. So, all right.
How are you doing? We all okay, everyone? This is lovely. There's a lovely energy flowing tonight. The sun's still out. It's lovely. So Kathy is up next. A reading. What do I need to focus on in June? Remember, like and subscribe, people. It makes us happy.
Okay, I'm ready if I can.
Go for it.
Okay. Kathy, hello. It was wonderful to read for you today. You also got Le Soleil. So June energy, what's the focus on? The focus is on raising your energy, inviting in the abundance into your life, manifestations. So focusing on your manifestations, I see. And because of the sun's energy, it's going to allow you to accelerate your energies of manifestations. And so just remaining grounded, keeping your vibrational energy high and happy just fuels all this wishing and manifesting that you're going to be doing. And then I have deux d'épées. So we have the Two of Swords energy here. So what I love about this card is she doesn't need to be unfolded. Her eyes don't need to be open because she's got this beautiful connection with her guides, her team, the high vibrational beings, and she is trusting her intuition and the guidance from her team, the assistance from her team, to help her with any decisions that are important and necessary. So again, she can keep that blindfold on because it's actually helping her open that third eye more so that she's not distracted by what she's seeing in the 3D world. And then you've got the Weavers, fate, manifestation, and decisions. So that goes so well with these other two cards for me. The webs we weave, but she's being very articulate in how she's weaving her web. She can create her own design. So that's your own life path, the design of your purpose. And so you this summer are going to have like this extra upgrade to be able to weave in your manifestations the way you so choose. So yeah, that's what I have.
Wonderful. Okay, I pulled like what's an obstacle perhaps that's coming towards you in June. And I'm not sure this is an obstacle to avoid or one to do. So you might be able to give me a little bit of advice on this one here. I firstly pulled the Page of Pentacles, and as with all the pages in this deck, which we've had a couple of them already, they're all wearing masks. And this Page of Pentacles, he's got his pencil behind his ear. He's a real scholar. He's got his satchel there. But I don't know if you can notice, he's actually wearing white gloves to hold his pentacle. He's being super protective about this one. He's cherishing it like it's the most precious thing in the world there. And I pulled an oracle card at the same time, and you got protection of the inner child hedgehog going on there. And there is a real desperate sense here that both these cards are talking about protecting, about cherishing, about making sure that your nest is properly looked after, all your resources, or perhaps some people might say the saying that all your ducks are in a line. But there's a real sense that you have been or will be needing to perhaps keep everything in order, in check, and be using it at the right time, and to be just making sure that everything is in the right place at the right time there. So that's the obstacle, and I'm not quite sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. So perhaps if you want to think about that and get back to me, I'd love to know that one there. Going forward, wait for my camera to refocus on me. You've got the opposite of that. You've got the wildness of the Three of Wands. And this Three of Wands is really looking out and is about to, if you feel like, about to step off that cliff and do a backward somersault, a bit like Lara Croft, and enter into a new phase of excitement, because you've also got, for the Oracle card, Bison, abundance is all around. Now, that's really interesting when you pair it up with what we talked about with that Page of Pentacles, who was kind of trying to store stuff and look after stuff. And actually, this card is all about, if you look and start putting stuff out there, it's all around you. Your wealth, your resources, it's all there for the taking. You just have to realize what you need and take it. So I'm just really interested about how the dichotomy of these two cards will be working for you in June. And it feels a very nice energy. It feels a very positive energy. It feels, I'm going to be careful how I say this, a very rich energy, not necessarily financially rich, but it feels like, again, the universe is connecting up for you. You've done your stint and now you're getting your rewards for it. But it's down to go and seize that opportunity when it becomes available.
Love that.
Loving it. Loving it.
Aww.
I love it when readings happen like that one. Kathy, thank you so much for allowing us to read for you. I'm just going to pop back into chat. Philippa says such positive readings, a lovely energy.
We need that end of the week energy.
Yeah. And Kathy says, a beautiful reading. Thank you both, Witchy. I'm new in my career protecting vulnerable children.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh my gosh.
Protection
Thank you
of the
for
inner
doing
that. Which often leaves me emotionally drained, so it makes sense. Wonderful. Wishing you a
so
very
getting plenty of sunshine will help re-energize you as well.
Yes.
So, wow.
And it is that time for re-energizing. It is that time to go out and enjoy yourself if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, isn't it? Calla Lizzie is here. Hi, Calla. Good to see you here. Okay. Ness is up next. Thank you for those people who've been waiting patiently. As you can see, we don't rush our readings here. We like to go in depth. Ness has asked, I would love an energy.
Rush a good cup of tea. Why rush a good reading? I had to explain to somebody, she goes, I don't understand the fascination with the tea and how you think it's a ritual or something. I said, it's a meditative experience. And then I went through the steps that I take, and she's like, wow, I could see how that's calming and soothing and yummy rewards after. Milk and honey for me, thank you.
Okay. We have Carl next, then Noor, then Jenny, and Heavenly Blessed Honey. And hopefully we'll have time for Ishika. I think that's everybody. If I have missed anyone out, please let me know. We're doing for time. Coming up for an hour. Been here an hour.
That doesn't
an hour well spent. I'm going to make a start if that's okay.
Most definitely.
Okay. Okay, Ness. I'm just thinking because I've got two interesting cards. I've got the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and slap bang in the middle of it, I have the World. Sorry, I have the Sun, not the World, the Sun, which in this deck looks like a baby there, a fetus. The Eight of Cups and the Ten of Wands suggest to me that at the moment, recently, there's been an energy that has been very draining, and one that required you to think about perhaps walking away or changing your direction, or perhaps thinking of how the story in your head is going to be different to the one that's actually playing out. The Eight of Wands is quite often to do with emotions and relationships and friendships. So I'm wondering if there's just someone in your life who is just possibly draining you, and it's time to think, okay, do I need to have this person still in my life? Rather interestingly, having the Sun sandwiched in between those two cards would suggest that this is also someone who has provided, or a lot of the situation has provided, a lot of happiness and a lot of good times along the way. But it almost feels like a balance between, has the good things, do they outweigh the bad things, or the difficulties that perhaps this friendship relationship situation has taken. So I'm just in a little bit of a not quite sure where to go on that. So let's pull some uh, oracle cards, and it's again very interesting. You have the chameleon card, which is a card of adaptability, which is what we're talking about here with this Sun happy card, and perhaps turning away from that one and doing something that's a bit more focused on what you want. So it feels like, again, like there's this balance that's constant, a bit like walking on a tightrope sometimes. That's the chameleon card. You also now have the card of owl, which is wisdom. And I'm wondering if the sun is shining light on you and giving you energy that now you can see situations clearer for what they actually are, which means that you may have to start making some changes. And they might not be necessarily easy changes, but they are necessary changes. I'm leaving you there with that one.
Love that deck.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. All right, Ness. Okay. So I feel June is going to be it's almost twofold, a very healing month. I think healing is going to be like the key word. First of all, you and your healing. This is La Toile, the star. And she's immersing herself in the healing waters. She's letting the currents like cleanse her whole being, her aura, her energy, cleansing away that which is blocking her from moving forward on her path, which is your path. This is wishing upon a star. This is the star of hope. This is wishes coming true. But you have to do some healing within and realigning your energies. And also, I'm going to say chakras, because that's part of our overall health. And so you doing some inner healing is going to open up so many avenues for you. And then it seems like you may be doing some healing yourself, or going to a professional healer. We have the Hierophant, and see how this person, I'm going to call her a sage instead of the Hierophant. She is blessing you, and or you have become in a I don't know if you're taking classes to be a healer or something. Oh, what are the words? They're just missing in my mind right now. But this, I'm trying to decide, is the one being blessed you? Well, I believe it is because of the next card now that I'm looking. So, know that the universe is sending you blessings, but you have to be open and receptive to these blessings. And that's by raising your vibrational energies, raising your thoughts, your words, your actions to the more positive. But as she's doing this, look, the antlers are also growing from you. So the more you're opening yourself up, the stronger your connection with your guides, the divine energies are going to be. Just again, some sort of cleansing leads to an awakening. And this, I got the card of acknowledgement for you. Something that Richie said earlier just makes me think it's raining around this dragon, but there's this beam of light that has broken through the rain. And this says acknowledgement. And I think if you acknowledge that your life has been divinely guided, that you are never alone, that you have a guiding team with you that helps you weather through the storms, acknowledge and be thankful for the blessings. I think you're going to go through some interesting healing energies this summer. So that's what I have for you. I could babble on about this one, but I just healing. Everything is just healing. So, but there you
I
are.
hope that makes sense. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you for letting us read for you. Do let us know. We love a bit of feedback. Oh, beautiful messages indeed. Thank you. Okay, we are going through this really well. I'm just done this. Next up is Carl. Carl asks, can I hear from my guides as to what direction I need to do other than the current job I'm doing? There's not much other job opportunities for me, so I don't understand what they said to just do it. Okay.
Interesting. Well, I'd like to say I caught myself in the same exact position. And I was asking for my guides to assist me in the process because I thought there would be nothing available for me in my category. And I just kept hearing trust the process. And then I started asking for signs. And if you heard earlier, I asked for the sign of a turtle to help me know that something's going to happen for me. And then I asked for the sign of an octopus to acknowledge that things are going to happen for my highest good. And I have been seeing turtles and octopus everywhere. So call
and you
upon
don't
your
live in like a sea life centre or anything like that at all.
No, yeah. It's either like in chat, it's been on your cards, it's been on a thumbnail on a YouTube, it's been the word octopus. It's just really interesting. So connect with your guides, ask for their assistance. You can even Google the archangel that helps you with assisting in finding a job. There's an archangel for that, I promise you. And just start meditating and manifesting what you want. And see, I don't even need to pull cards, but I will.
Okay, I'm going to make a start because I'm getting messages here, so I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
Um, Carl, we obviously don't know what job you do at the moment, or what your position are, or even where you live. So we don't know, you know, what's available around you. Um, I've pulled for you, firstly, the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is quite often the card of quick thinkers, and it's often associated with people that work with perhaps politics or PAs, or perhaps somebody who, like in the judiciary system, somebody that does have to do quite a lot of a lot of quick thinking. That's thick, quick thinking. So they are people that are very, very cerebral. However, the Knight of Swords also means to me somebody who is a spirit, or perhaps your guide, telling you that this is your time to take the message on that's perhaps happening. And as Ginger says, there are signs that you can ask for in here. You might even be images in the cards that we're holding up that may make a bit more sense for you. I love the expression of this Knight of Swords. He's a big, toothy, aha smile, as if to say, I've got my sword, now take notice of me. Bear that in mind, because the other two cards I've pulled for you feel a bit like a wind of change is coming in. I've got the Six of Cups in here. Let's see if the camera will pick that up. Which feels like literally the wind is blowing away all that's needed to go. And it's almost like restoring it back down to its natural powers. And the reason I say that is you've also got the Queen of Pentacles. And I'm suggesting that it might be that the area to be looking at is something to do with nature. The Queen of Pentacles is very much an earth-based, natural, almost goddess, or perhaps very similar to the Empress. So perhaps we need to be thinking about working outside, or perhaps working with nature, or perhaps, if those skills lead you there, Pentacles is about finance. So there's two options here that's going on, and I'm interested to know whether you have the opportunity to perhaps pick up on either of those. But it seems that finance, or at least resources, and I'm going to really stick my neck on the line and say I think it's more to do with perhaps nature, planting, gardening, outside kind of work than being indoors. I did pull a couple of cards for you which make perfect sense. You have the Tiger, which is personal power. I think that whatever job comes along, it's going to give you the opportunity to restore your own beliefs in yourself, whether your job or the people around you where you have been working have stripped that away from you. But it feels like when you change jobs or find the right job, it's going to empower you greatly. You've also got, excuse me, the card Rhino, which is solitude and ambition. And I wonder if that's representing you at the moment, or perhaps is it representing a new career where you might be working on your own. It may be that you decide to set up on your own or do some business on your own. But there's a real sense of perhaps cutting yourself off from toxic work environments that may be going on at the moment, and giving you the opportunity to find yourself back in yourself by perhaps doing some working for yourself.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah, loving that. I love that you were talking about resources and nature, almost hand in hand, because I got this wonderful. I went and pulled a different deck since it's a totally different energy reading. So we have this beautiful Ten of Pentacles. We have Miss little Toucan Sam over here, and so let me go to my animal guide, because a toucan has a specific a specific message that actually is going to go along with my next card.
Beautiful.
Your ideas and voices have great value and is great medicine. Share your voice, share your visions to the world. So this is might be bigger than you think. um, so yeah, so I see, really good things coming your way, and it has to do with the resources. And as Rich said, it's resources. They can be anything from time, money. This is a totally in the nature image here, and this toucan is surrounded by butterflies. So there's a lot of transformational energy, which I pulled a card. It's gonna keyword for all these cards. Look at this Queen of Air here. She has got two white ravens. White ravens represent an ancient wisdom. So they're all about being in alignment with your destiny. But let me read on the raven real quick for you. It also talks about there is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of mysteries. So this is talking about elementals. I love what Richie was saying. So it could be all about nature. But also the sword here, information. And in this particular image, that's information that's coming from a higher power, a higher purpose. So again, connect with your guides. They will help guide you. But it could be something... you being possibly either you being in charge or writing contracts for something to do with some resources. And the last card I got you says wisdom, power, and transformation. These things said there are wisdom in your words. Your voice needs to be heard. And this card was about transformation. So and then the owl all about also ancient wisdom. So I don't know if that helps you, guide you in what direction to take, but like they were shouting at you. Well, toucans can be loud. Ravens can be loud. They're just saying you need to sit still and listen, and then you'll be able to understand what they're trying to say. They got some messages for you. So.
Carl just said, I'm just surrounded by cats, Ginger.
All right, maybe you're going to open a cat haven, and that's your resource, and you'll get the resources to do it.
I'm just going back to comment mood to just put in. I have a crochet turtle and an octopus sitting beside.
Oh, that is too funny. Oh, Marika, that's funny.
Thank you for allowing us to read for you, Carl. Wishing you all the really best with that one there.
I'll be honest, I don't like doing job readings because everything can change. Yeah. From today, we can tell you you're going to be a scholar. Tomorrow, you're the agriculturist.
But as long as you're happy, you get a happy position. That's lovely. Kathy said just had a phone call that I'm now an auntie for the first time. Congratulations.
Oh, twins.
Yes, boy and a girl. Not due to the all beautiful and healthy. Wonderful news. Oh, fantastic. No, I've been in lots. Congratulations, Auntie Kathy there. Thank you for sharing that. That's wonderful. And Carl says I'm a scanner for treasure. There we go.
Scanner for treasure. Wow. So
that's those pentacles right there. Well, I'm just giving them some water. How are you doing? You're all right there?
I'm doing well. Today's a good day.
Got a few more to go. We've got Noor next. Who would like to know what did Eamon, who's an Aquarius, what are their feelings for me?
Relationship reading.
A relationship reading. Because we all need one of those once in a while.
I know.
Well, I've just had a message not to use that deck. I'm going to use this deck instead. If you're ready, do feel free to go
I am
ahead.
not.
I'm ready. So, shall I make a start?
Yes, because I'm. Yes, do.
Okay, I've pulled quite a few cards in for you. Um, two cards for you, two cards for I'm going to say Eamon. Okay, and then we'll try and see what's happening in between them. So you have the card of death and the card of the prince, or perhaps the knight of wands. So I think your feeling is that this person is coming into your life and changing it, transforming it, completely pulling it apart and possibly going to put it back together again. It's quite interesting. The card here is surrounded. Bearing in mind, I was told to change my deck up. I haven't used this deck today. This page, sorry, this Knight of Wands is, if you see, he's standing against the night sky. He's lit by flames. He's pretty impressive. The Knight of Wands is a wonderful, lively, exuberant, energy sucking person. They light up a room when they come in. They are the person that everybody wants to be friends with. They will keep everyone entertained. And quite often they will disappear into the night again as soon as they have done whatever they needed to do. The Knight of Wands does tend to do stuff on their own territory. So, but I did put that into your pile. So we have, if you like, Eamon's pile, and they have the Chariot, which is a card of being in control. It's a card of balance as well. It's not necessarily a bad thing to be in control, but they are having to hold the reins in this chariot to keep on target, to keep in control. They also have the Queen of Wands. Now, it's interesting that that's partnered up with the Knight of Wands. So this would suggest quite somebody who's in a bit more of a supportive role. They still like the limelight. They still like to be seen in a room, but they are a bit more supportive of the people that are around them. I often think of Michelle Obama as the Queen of Wands because she was, the wife of the ex-president. She was a mother. She had her own business. She did this. She was able to juggle all of those things and look pretty fantastic at most of the time while doing it as well. Person that's able to do a lot of jobs and then can just disappear again back into the background when time is right there. So you've got quite a lot of energy of people here that seem to have matching energy, which is quite powerful energy, which is quite over the top energy. I'm getting a sense that there's almost like not vying to be top dog on this one there, but there's a sense of both matching each other's expectations. Now, regarding a relationship that's happening here, I've pulled the Seven of Swords for you. Now, this would suggest to me that somebody somewhere perhaps isn't quite being as truthful as they should be. So I would suggest that if you are going to go into a relationship with this person or in this relationship with this one there, and you're questioning what their feelings are for you, really have a good long think about it. Just make sure that the exuberance, the excitement, the fabulousness of these people getting together, just make sure that everything works out and everything spells out correctly, because we don't want anyone holding back something that later on may come into light that will ruin that. Okay.
That was very good. Dare I follow that? No. That was good.
Of course.
No, that was really good. So, by the way, Richie, we are just getting some lovely compliments on how we read together.
I'm going to catch up with the comments now because
thank you, everybody. And Donna, looks like Donna's signing off. So love you. Wow. So, all right. So here's what I have. You asked about his energy first. And so I see that he himself, so this is Eight du Pentacles. The Pentacles. So he seems to enjoy what he's doing, his job. He works long hours doing it because he wants to perfect it. So he may be a bit of a has to do everything to perfection, meticulous in his job, but he enjoys being that meticulous person. But sometimes that can leave him drained because he's, having to, I caught myself one day. I'm so OCD that it was actually working against me. But for his energy, this looks like he's nurturing something. So he's either nurturing ideas. This is Pentacles. So this is earthly energies, resources. So this could be him, like maybe likes to make money grow. So it could be that. It doesn't have to be nature as this picture depicts. This picture, he's planting things. He's a planner. He likes to plan. He likes to watch it come to fruition. He enjoys that. But sometimes those people forget that there's another person around, and because they're so wrapped up in their job or their projects that they tend to forget to nurture the partner. Then I have the magician here. Sorry, le magician. So let me share. So this is, a little bit of trickster energy. Magicians can be. This is the person that likes to have the illusion. So he's, I don't know. I feel like you might need to just make sure that, okay, so first of all, he's a master manifester, but what was I trying to say? I got lost in the image because he's got the sword in the cup. So I feel like stabbing into the emotion. He may not be able to connect emotionally, is what I'm getting from this image. What his feelings for you, I can't say if they're genuine or not because I got the magician card. That's trickster energy. He's good at making you believe. But on the other hand, this could be him working hard to make things work for you. But all in all, I asked for the overall energy of the relationship of the two of you together, and I got 6 of Earth. So it's definitely a balance of energy. And, Earth is resources, balance is a resource. So I don't know if you can validate if he's someone who works hard, is always working. But we got this white stag, which is, spiritual energy, a strong person. I just don't know if it's the right time or not for the two of you. And then I pulled out of the Avalon Magic, and it says, it is in the silent pause that we find the answers to our question. It is in the breath that we anchor the soul. So I think you really need to make sure you are giving yourself space to for thinking about, what do you want? Think about what he wants. Is it in alignment with each other and future? He could really, really adore you right now, but he gets so, like I said, wrapped up in the work, he might not have the energy to put into a relationship at this time. So I hate doing, I gotta be honest, dislike, I don't hate. I just, energy, that's a third party energy. It's hard to read without them being present, and relationships.
Again, it's from those readings, it's much better to do with the person actually present for, so that it's quite tricky to do that in there. But I'm hoping that makes some sense. So thank you.
Sorry, more. Yeah.
For you.
Yeah. Right. I have to say, I did a relationship reading once, and it was happy. They were totally in love. All the cards said so because we were in the moment of the reading, and it was true. They were in love, and it was a long distance relationship, but it was from the, they were middle school sweethearts or friends or something. And she went to go visit him. She came back, and I'm doing a reading. I'm like, something changed. What happened? This isn't good. What happened? And she wasn't so truthful with him. He was a fitness, nutrition is very important to him. And she was sending him pictures of her when she was 30 pounds lighter. She got off the plane, and it just like shattered the image of her. He felt betrayed. So that's why I don't like to do these. Right now, right here, we can read that energy, but tomorrow something can change. So I just want to put that out there.
Thank you for that one. Just checking, we've got time. 3 people.
Okay.
Jenny, Heavenly Blessed Honey, and Ashika. Please just let us know if you're still here. Just putting yes into the chat because realize it's been a long time here, but just let us know you are here, and we will continue to do those readings for you. So, hi, Sushi.
I don't even know if Noir was here when we read.
Sorry.
I guess we should have asked if Noir was here when we read for her, because I'm here.
Carried away in the moment, so we'll just wait and see whether those people are here. If they can just put yes into the chat. Readings.
In the meantime, yes, I'm having a fantabulous time.
It is lovely. I love reading with you. Jenny is here. Heavenly Blessed Honey is here.
Oh, Naomi. Oh, Naomi, I haven't seen you in so long. We used to hang out in a group. Gosh, that was 2 years ago, Naomi. I hope all is well with you.
Right, so Jenny is here, and so we'll get on with Jenny's reading. Jenny's asking, do you see my daughter adopting her partner's daughter? The daughter is 5 years old and autistic, high functioning. So let's have a see what we can come up with here. Okay, I'm going to make a start because it is very interesting. I've got a couple of
Uh-huh.
3 cards here for you. I'm going to start off by saying yes. I have the 6 of Pentacles here, which is a beautiful card here. You have somebody, or perhaps not somebody. I'm going to say a spirit, an energy who is beautifully balanced and poised, um, balancing all those wonderful pentacles in a stylishly and beautiful way. They are pulling energy from above, from below. Everything is kept in balance. So I think that this actually gives a very nice sense of, yes, this is going to happen. Um, and perhaps your daughter or perhaps the family unit just will find themselves incredibly busy and having to balance, having to be making sure that lots of things are all happening all at once. I've pulled some other cards for you just perhaps to give it a bit of insight into this. So the first card that came out was the Emperor. Now I apologize for his Emperor card because he does look really miserable, but he has real pan energy here. Um, and I think what this card is about, it's about when somebody adopts or goes into that family. Sorry, my camera is having trouble focusing. When somebody goes into a family unit and will adopt it and take on perhaps a parenting role, I think there has to be conversations definitely had about expectations going into that, about what people's roles will be, how people fit all together here, because there's quite a masculine sense with the Emperor card that this person has been in control and may need to relinquish some of this energy, some of this control as the adoption goes ahead. Does that make a little bit of sense? The Two of Pentacles is also coming up here as well, which suggests, again, redressing balance. The Two of Pentacles is often about juggling and getting just the right thing. And here we have a rather precarious looking staircase up to the trees there. And it's a bit like an adventure course or one of those playgrounds, is that you have to keep your balance, you have to keep your wits around you, particularly if you're going to be as stylish and balanced and wonderful as this 6 of Pentacles is suggesting. So yes, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that there's going to have to be alterations and decisions and conversations along the way, and ongoing conversations. There's going to have to be testing of water that goes on there as well. I've pulled an oracle card to go with this, and you have the card of the bull, which goes really well with the Emperor card because they're aligned that way. And it's consistent perseverance. So it suggests that you got to keep going for it. You got to be, making sure that everyone is understanding everything at all times, and that when perhaps things crop up that need to be discussed about, they're discussed about right there and not left floating around. I think everybody needs to know to be singing from the same hymn sheet, as we say over here, and making sure that everybody is fully aware of the situation and communicating at all times.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Okay, so before pulling cards, I'm thinking I was yes. If those two are committed to each other, it would be part of the flow of the process to naturally adopt her. I pull this card that for me, I don't know what this little girl looks like, but I just feel this is her energy, and she is like a magical being, and I believe that in the special needs, that they are magical beings. They are sent here to Earth, our Earth, for a purpose, and that is to bring unity, to strengthen relationships, to for people to learn how to be patient, learn better ways of communicating, unique ways of communicating. And I believe they are here because there's a shift coming that is so extraordinary, and they are going to be the ones that will hold our hands through this shift. So that being said, I just feel like this little girl has already this fabulous communication with the elementals. And within the process of parenting one with special needs, there's a lot of transformation happening. They themselves a transformation within themselves, but they transform other people's energies, and again, through that whole process of re-navigating, setting that inner compass within each other to learn how to grow with each other as a family. And I just feel wonderful things here. And then, of course, there's going to be challenges. But again, when you think about how wonderful this little person is, when your daughter starts seeing the magic within her grow, it will change so much within her. And she just needs to learn to be patient through the process, because I'm a firm believer that these individuals are very empathic. So they feed off one another's energies. So if you are a calm person, they remain calm. Even if they have a little bit of a, well, just lack of a better term, meltdown, as long as they're staying calm and not reactive, it shortens that fuse. And then I believe with this card here, there's commitment, and the three of them are going to create such wonderful, wonderful memories together, and they will learn and grow together. I just love this energy. It's just so beautiful. And if you see here, the I'm going to call it bramble, because it's just all twisted and tweaked and something that's hard to get through. But look, this bird is sitting on top because they made a commitment, and they realized working together that they can go, the strength and the courage to navigate through all this. Look where they are now. And so it's going to be a beautiful thing. And my dear, I speak from experience. My son is 26 years old, and I got the most wonderful compliment from his developmental pediatrician. When he turned 21, we had to leave this pediatrician, and I was talking about what a wonderful beacon of light my son is. People are drawn to his light. He's just wonderful. And I was just going on, and he stopped me. He said, "Let me stop you. He is that way because of you." And it was just an acknowledgement. Oh my gosh, I am doing good. I am doing okay. But the trick is breathing through everything and remaining calm. So many blessings. I hope they have a wonderful, wonderful little life together. So thank you for letting us read for you, Jenny.
Yes, thank you. Bless you too. And I love it. You're very welcome.
Aww.
Thank you for your lovely comments. I'm not sure that Ashika is here, but Heavenly Blessed Honey is still here. So we'll do this one here. If Ashika's not here, this will be our last one tonight. So Ashika, if you just want to let us know in the comments, that would be lovely. And if not, Heavenly Blessed Honey. Loving the emoji. No, not the emoji, the profile picture. Lovely. So
I love the
yesterday,
name.
out of nowhere, Stanislav's got a hold of me, a quick call to say hi. Can you look at the energy around this? Is there more to it besides saying hi? Ooh.
Is Stanislas a person? Stanislas? Is that his,
I
his
think
name?
so. Stanislav's, yes.
Oh, well, let me do different deck. Different deck. Let me do different deck. Which deck? Oh my gosh.
Lots of lovely. Everyone's been really lovely and kind. If I haven't said hello to people, I'm so sorry. I think I said hello to Nancy, but if not Nancy, hello to you. Naomi, I think I said hello to you, but remember, like and subscribe, everyone, please. You want us back?
I want us back.
I definitely want us back. We'll have to do this again. Well, if we start doing the Sabbath talks, that could be really good.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's plan a chat date.
Have you got much coming up this next week?
I believe I have Monday with Allie, Heart and Soul Connected, 7 p. Eastern.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to be part of her big celebration.
Aw. Well, it was later so it was late for you. It was 11 p.m. when it started for you.
Yeah, she needs to move nearer.
So. Oh, thank you. All right.
Thank you, Jackie. Getting a little smile on my face here.
Oh.
I'm going to go for this one because I've got a good vibe about this one. I can tell you what's exactly happening here.
Oh,
first of all, for you, 7 of Wands. And there we go, focus. I need to get a new camera. This one keeps going out of focus. 7 of Wands. I think this represents you right now, where you're being, by asking this question, you're showing perhaps your own self-protection about what's happening, because do you take a step forward or do you keep things where you are? It feels like you've worked very hard to get into the position that you are currently in your relationship with this person. It feels like you're quite guarded about it. It feels like you're not going to necessarily jump into anything without having a lot of reasons and a lot of positivity and a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not commitment, but you're not going to make a big jump just because somebody says hi. You're going to do the groundwork on this because you're in such a good place. And it feels a bit like you may have in the past been in situations where people have done this to you before. And the old saying, once bitten, twice shy, seems to be true about this card there. So I totally see that representing you in your question. I pulled the Crab card, Defense of the Inner Soul, and that really suggests what we talked about with this one here. There is a huge defending of what you've been through before, not repeating itself and learning from mistakes. So the current situation, this is interesting, the Ace of Wands. So there is a fiery energy that seems to be a spark and a light at the moment. And I think this spark is more than a spark. I think it's going to possibly turn into a flame, because the card that I've ended on is the Two of Cups. You only need to look at this card to see how these two people are gazing into each other's eyes to know exactly what the outcome could be. So I'm going to say that there possibly is a little bit more to him than just saying hi on this one there. However, it would suggest that you have come such a long way with this one. You know that you're not going to jump too quickly into making decisions. And I would say if something is going to come out of this, let them do the running. You just be wined, dined, and enjoyable. Make them come to you if that's going to be the case. There we go.
It's almost like, you can still be guarded, but and maybe he's not Mr. Right, but Mr. Right now. You're allowed to have a little fun. Okay. So here what I've got. You said out of nowhere, and here is Ace of Air. So Ace beginning, Air is communication. But we have us here a magical being in here. So this is interesting to me, that maybe the beginnings of a magical connection here. So I'm going to leave that one at that. Then I've got funny, you said he called, so I got the call here. So out of nowhere, here comes Pegasus. He calls you. So this is kind of a judgment card. So maybe not be too quick to judge the intentions. And maybe there's if there's even a need for a little bit of forgiveness for something, just consider the moment. And if this has been a past relationship, people do change for the better. And maybe he's realized this and like, I need to get in contact with her. So, and in this picture, I'm thinking it's divinely guided. Like I said, whether it's right or right now. But what I wonder is if I got standing stones, ancestors, gateway. I can't help but wonder if you two at least had a past life connection. Mm-hmm. So this is very interesting, and this might be one of those twin flame things where you have to be together. You don't know why, but you oppose. You're just oppositions, but yet you still come back together. But interesting enough, I went to my Druid Wisdom cards for this.
Oh,
I got, and this is for advice. I wanted advice, and it says the bridge between worlds. The signs of the universe becoming apparent once you recognize the universe inside yourself. We are the bridge between life and beyond. And this still, again, makes me wonder if the two of you don't have a past life connection. And that's why he's coming back, because your souls are familiar to each other.
Yeah.
And so you can still be guarded, but not so. Make your armor, take off the metal armor and put on the leather armor, so you can breathe and enjoy the moment, but still you're just protecting your heart. But ask the ancestors for guidance here as well. So anyways, that's what I have for you, dear.
We wish you all the very best, Heavenly. So I'm hoping that was helpful. It was a beautiful reading to end on. So thank you, everybody, for allowing us to read for you. And if you've been in the chat, it's been absolutely wonderful. You've kept us entertained and been so terribly kind with your wonderful comments, and we really, really appreciate it. So it's time to say goodbye. Ginger, it's always joy. It's so nice reading with you. I want to do it for hours and hours.
We could.
But we do have to go now. But thank you very much. And thank you everyone in the chat. I'm going to wish everybody a great weekend, and take care, and See you all very, very soon.
Yes. Say
Bye
blessings,
bye.
everyone. Bye.